Boom! Alright guys, welcome. Today I've got an interesting video. Gonna just kind of go over what was revealed on stream this morning because firstly, it was Zorga. Uh, Excuse me, something in my mouth. Hair, probably my hair. Happens when you got this much. But a couple other things happened on stream and that made me really want to do this. So just a quick little video with some suggestions at the end, but we'll get into that. So first and foremost, you can see here we got the premium storage boxes for the Cecilia, Revenger, and Jewel Knight decks, and I'm very excited about that. I'm getting the Cecilia one. Cheap way to get a Harmonix, cheap way to get the new Cecilia stuff. I like Cecilia. I plan on crafting the deck. I don't think it'll be better than Katrina, but it'll be something to try. I mean, premium's pretty fun, but there's a lot of cookie cutter lists. So then, getting over to stream reveals, we've got some of the coolest art I've ever seen on a Zorga order. This is gorgeous. Getting into the skill. Fill the Skies, a brand of corpses. Dope ass name. Grade 3 normal unit, normal order, I guess. You may play this if you have a Vanguard with Zorga in its name and a Divine Skill. So it's locked to the new Zorga. Choose one of your Vanguards. During this turn, it gets continuous Vanguard circle. During this turn, all of your rearguards that enter a rearguard circle from drop zone get power plus 5k. So that's a pretty big power boost to your board from this card. And then scooting this way, got another giant ship destroying monster. I love these orders. They're so cool. They're trying to lean more into that for Zorga stuff. This is dope. I wish it was Zorga, but I mean, I'm not going to complain about a giant sea creature devouring ships, like multiple ships. I think that's like 1 and 2. Yeah, multiple ships. That's crazy. Clutch of Grudge Toxin. It's an alright name. I'm not huge on it, but same thing. You may play this if you have Vanguard with Zorga and Divine Skill, so it is new Zorga locked. Choose one of your Vanguards during this turn. It gets auto when this unit attacks a Vanguard, retire a rearguard, choose and retire an opponent's rearguard, and then during this battle, this unit gets power plus 10k. I am not too psyched on this order. I think it's fine. A little bit of board retire, completely free. Retire your own board, free of cost, you know, not bad. But there's better things to get to. So then we've got this card, which is immediately the better thing to get to. Oh! This is one of, like, this is what I wanted when I thought Zorga art. This is what I want as rearguards. And you can see here there's a crit skill and energy blast, so it's no soul blast problems, no counter blast problems. You see power plus 5k. It's a triple rare, so it's gonna be like you're gonna want to pick it up, right? Get to the ability Abomination of Impending Karma, grade 2, power 10k, guard 5k. Auto when it enters a rearguard circle. Period. From hand, from drop zone, does not matter. Energy Blast 4, bind 1 normal order from your drop zone. During this turn, this unit gets power plus 5k for every different normal order in your bind zone. Auto, drop zone at the start of your battle phase. Well, first and foremost, let's get to that. That doesn't seem like a bad ability. From his own ability, he gains 5k. Assuming other cards do bind more than, like, it'll be 10k minimum on your first Zorga turn. Okay, that's just what it'd be, right? So then auto drop zone at the start of your battle phase if you have a Vanguard with Zorga and Divine Skill. New Zorga locked again, which is good because they need that. And you have Alchemagic during this turn. You may call this card onto a rearguard circle. If it's called and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 and above, critical plus 1. Not a complete RPD replacement, but it does work well in tandem with RPD, and so I think that's huge. I think I might have skipped over. Yeah. Starter, Disastrous Slurper. I think he's silly. The new grade 1. He is very cool looking. Actually, I didn't look up close at him. Either way, he's got a really good ability when rode upon, Abyss Fishing. That's his name. When rode upon by the grade 2 of the ride line, Soul Blast 1. Look at the top 7 cards from your deck. Choose and reveal up to 1 unit card and up to 1 normal order card and put them both to hand. Or up to 1 normal. No. Add the revealed normal order to hand and discard the unit card, shuffle your deck. So top 7, search 1, drop zone. Search 2, add to hand. Oh my gosh, that is nuts. So that's huge, right? Like you're thinking, how are they going to beat Rancor Chain? This might be how. I would run that over it. So we got the new grade 2 in the ride line. I think he is more like Sea Serpent than anything, but he also is given like, what's it called? Subnautica vibes in his face. He's very pretty. Split the Preordained. Auto, when rode upon by Zorga with Divine Skill. Choose and add up to 1 normal order from your drop zone back to hand. Continuous rearguard circle when you play an order. Power plus 5k. So, same thing as the grade 2. I already forgot his name. I think it's Husk Dragon, but basically. Now we're looking at new Zorga. Oh, he's gorgeous. He's awesome. Uh-oh, you see Energy Blast 2. And so you might see that and like think about how the new grade 2 costs Energy Blast 4 and say like, uh-oh, do I have to Energy Blast 6? That's a lot. And Soul Blast and like, oof. So, Fated 1 of Taboo, Zorga Nadir, or Nadar if you heard Masanori. Continuous Vanguard Circle. When you play a normal order, you may choose an Alchemagic if with a different normal order in your bind zone. Yeah. So you choose an order in your bind zone and Alchemagic with it. And I think it stays in your bind zone, I would assume. Anyways, Vanguard Circle, Act. Energy Blast 2, bind 1 order from your drop zone. Choose up to 2 rearguard circles, or 2 cards from your drop zone. Call them to rearguard circles. For each different normal order in your bind zone during this turn, they both get power plus 5k. Retire them at the end of turn. And then Vanguard Circle, once per turn, comma, Divine Skill, auto, comma, once per game. When this unit attacks at grade 3 and above cost, Soul Blast 1, choose 1 column, stand all of your rearguards in that column, retire them both at the end of turn. So we're seeing more Night Rosy type effects, and I think that's awesome. Wow, that's Zorga. That's huge already. Like, I mean, you're thinking about Zorga, right? So Zorga, 3 attack deck, unless you're playing Masks. It's got a 4th attack. They've now got a 2nd RPD. They've got board control. They've got bigger board power, because instead of 5k to front row, it's 5k to all cards that were called from drop zone. So you're thinking RPD, you're thinking this new Karma guy, your Philanders, all that stuff is going to get 5k, so it's like that much bigger. Yeah, that's pretty big. I love it, right? So then, you know, you're like, oh wow, that's crazy. So like, you just wanted to talk about Zorga? Kind of. But it gets better if you can believe it. So, wow, that just blew up real big. My face is red now. Set 3 got revealed, and oh my gosh, I am so excited, and I'll show you why in just a second. So we click over, we see this. Oh, whoa, wow, crazy. I don't remember what's it called. They're just talking about how there's no lyrical. Either way, it comes out is like June or July. Later this year in Japan. You see here, this is Ishigase Mitsuya's boss unit from Youthquake, and this is Kuranaga Jogo and Sanzo's boss unit from the Youthquake Vanguard manga. And so you'll see this, it's red because it's Dragon Empire, and this is green! For anyone who's read the Youthquake manga, you'll know what she is. I don't remember her name. I think it's Stoi Raja or Stoi Jala or something like that. Did anyone comment? Nobody commented. Okay, cool. So, like, huge, right? This is crazy. But if you've read the manga, you'll know that she is a moth. That's the second bug this year. We've got 3 sets, and this is the second bug deck announced. She doesn't look super mothy, right? Like, let's just get it out of the way. Her hair is kind of moth-shaped and with moth stuff, and she's got lights on her, I guess. And then you come over one more and you see, oh my gosh, this is Keter Sanctuary. This is so pretty. I won't play it, but it's real pretty. And then this one's Dark States. He's so silly looking. He's I don't really know. Like, he's some sort of demon, obviously, but like, this is his head. He's got some silly stuff going on. And I love the idea of him. Crazy, cool. So then we go back here, and you see yet again Shoujo Doji, Just One Worlds, getting a new Vanguard. And Archite, my dear beloved Archite, getting new stuff. as well as a Regalis. So Regalis piece, set 3, new Archite, set 3, all this stuff in set 3, and I'm like, holy crap! I need more money. So this is huge for me. I love Archite, and I have been waiting for her to get more support that's like actually good, because Ava got her second wave of support and kind of just pushed her out of the way, right? Then you got some other stuff, stuff that's happening in Japan only, but like whatever. Coming back to this, right? We're gonna talk about her for a sec, and we're gonna talk about her. So if you don't have an Archite deck, pick it up. It's a really solid deck. It's cheap. There's no reason to not. I love Archite, and maybe this time they will give us this blue and yellow guy in the background as a boss monster to call to the field as a kaiju. I am so excited for that, right? That aside, we gotta get back to that Moth Girl, because you'll see up here in this top, I have another tab open, and it says Card Fight Vanguard Youthquake, which could be one of two things, Quack or Quake, and it's Quake. So I just want to get a little bit into this set, right? So you see here, I always forget his name, but main character, he's got a new drill arm for Silhouette. That could probably be coming that set, right? Scrolling through, this is what I wanted to get into. You see him, he's playing, that guy's saying the F word, drop an F-bomb. And this page right here, this is the huge one. This is him talking about what his deck does, kind of. And he says, and I quote, order card's effect, minusing my opponent's power. Then, with my unit's skill, allowing me to activate another order, calling a rear guard. And, you know, of course, he's explaining he can only use the order card during the main phase. Then he goes to attack phase and attacks the Vanguard. So, two things going on here. So you've got a Zorga type thing where you can activate 2 orders, and you're minusing your opponent's power. So I don't think minusing opponent's power is all that crazy. Like, obviously it's something, like, it's power game in its own way, but this girl is gonna have something to do with orders. Uh-oh, what does that mean? What the hell? Let's see what brings up when I search up my TCG player. It's gonna be some sort of, okay, cool. So right, like, come here, there's tons of different things, but a couple things that come to mind. Morpho, right? She's back down to $5. She's decently cheap. She mostly searches out blitz orders, but, like, I mean, it's not bad to have a little bit of blitz orders, especially when now you can just have Morpho plus, what's it called? Effervescent Dream Shadowblade or whatever it's called. Lascaria's blitz order. Bupra Stingers are all decent for it. And then there's a crap load of orders that you can run, right? I'm not saying you should run Morpho. Morpho is always a maybe kind of card. I'm still iffy on having her in my Lascaria deck. I don't think I'm gonna run her in my Lascaria deck, but she's not unfairly priced right now, right? Like, it dropped down from like the $14 it was day one of reveals for Lascaria. Anyway, so it's definitely good. Let's see if Archite went up. Kind of. I mean, she's still $2.99, but I mean, there's less than there was before. Yeah, people already starting to. This one's always, Wavy Loss has always been pricey, so yeah, not really all that surprised. But like, this is really good for everyone involved, because new Archite means maybe we get her to get a 5th attack, or maybe alternatively we get this guy in the background and he gains criticals. Maybe she gains extra drive checks. Maybe we get a second order so that we're not like, oh, I hope I hit one of my 4 orders in deck, or maybe I have to run the Ava order that doesn't really do that much. So like, lots of good things coming from that. Lots of good things coming from this. I'm excited to have minus power, because this seems more Mega Colony type ability than Lascaria. No offense to her. She has just big, beefy power plus defensive power. And I like that. It's more on the one side of Gridora's GB2 skill, where she can Soul Blast 1 and countercharge her stuff. But that's not everything that Mega Colony is, obviously. So I'm very excited, and I hope you guys are too. With this, I'm pretty sure that we have a decent idea on roughly what it's going to do. We're going to all want to have some good orders, which if you play Stoicheia for a living, you probably already have those decent orders just like on hand. But I'm very excited, and I hope you guys are too. So if you are, leave a like, comment your thoughts on what you think about all this. I'm just all sorts of happy, excited. I mean, like, look at me. I talked about this stuff basically longer than I talked about all the Zorga stuff. No offense to Zorga. I'm so excited for this. I just am more excited for Bugs because I always have been. And, I mean, I thought we were going to get her when we got Mythiarch. Mythiarch's fine. Nothing wrong with it. I just was like, oh, we already have Flagberg, so we already have a water dragon. We don't have a bug, so they're going to do that one first because she's a moth. And because she got introduced into the story first, she was literally like one of the first decks that you see that isn't Silhouette. It was kind of a little frustrating, I'll be honest, but I'm excited because, like, you see here, I don't know if it says it anywhere on this screen, but the person who does all the illustrations for this, it doesn't, is Quilly. And Quilly actually gets, or Quiley, I'm not sure, gets to do the art for this. Like the actual official art, and I love the idea behind it. It's going to look so good on high rarity. It's like, that is going to be one real shiny card. You might want to reflect it at your opponent's eyes and blind them mid-match. Anyways, seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate anyone who listens to me ramble. We always do. Take care, and leave any thoughts you have in the comments.